Brian has this comic called Wacky Doggy, and when it started off, it was actually pretty funny. But lately, Ryan's been used his strip to handle his personal business. I guess that's why they gave him the X Wacky Dog. Hey, Wacky Dog, say something fun. Actually, I have something serious on my mind today. Susan Lynn, if you are reading this, Brian is very sorry he kissed your best friend Rachel behind the lockers. He hopes you can find it in your her- heart, her to give to her to forgive him. P.S. Barry Palmer, you still owe Brian $5. You bum. As soon, as soon as I heard the news, I knew I had to try out Walkie Dog. Made Brian Little I celebrate at the our school, and I wanted to get in on some of that kind of fame. I had a taste of what it's like to be famous at my school when I won honorable mention in this anti-smoking contest they had. All I did was trace a picture from Rodriguez heavy metal magazines, but luckily no one ever found out. Don't smoke or you will look like me. The kid who won first place is named Chris Carney. And what king of ticks me off is that Chris smokes at least a pack of cigarettes a day. Don't smoke, it's a joke. Thursday, me and Raleigh decide to team up and do a cartoon together. So after school today, he came over to my house and we got to work. We banged out a bunch of characters real quick, but that turned out to be the easy part. When we tried to think up some jokes, we kind of hit a wall. I finally came up with a good solution. I made up a cartoon where the punchline of every strip in is Zooey Mama. That way we wouldn't get bogged down with having to write actual jokes and we could concentrate on the pictures. For the first couple of strips, I did the writing and drew the characters, and Rolly drew the box around the pictures. Step on a crack, break your mama's back. Yeah, right. Hey Timmy, your mother is sleeping on a banana peel, and P.S. She is dead. Zoo, mama. Rolly started complaining that he didn't didn't have is enough to do, so I let him write a few of the strips. But to be honest with you, there was a pretty obvious drop in quality once Raleigh starts doing the writing. I have been waiting 3 hours to get a hamburger. Finally, one hamburger, please. I'm sorry, sir. We are out, sold out. So a mama found. Eventually, I got kind of sick of the Zooey Mama idea, and I pretty much let Raleigh take over the whole operation. And believe it or not, Raleigh drawing skills are worse than his writing skills. Oops, I stepped in a puddle. At least it's not an acid puddle. A, it is an acid puddle. Zoe mama. Okay. I told Rolly maybe we should come come up with some new ideas, but he just wanted to keep it right. Zoe mamas. Then he picked up his comics and went home, which was fine by me. I don't really want to be part partners with a kid who doesn't draw noses anyway. Friday, after Rolly left yesterday, I really got to work on some comics. I came up with this character called Cradle the Cratchit, and I got on a roll. Cradle, Cradle the Cratchit by Greg Heffley. Hi, my name is Cradle. No, it isn't. Your name is Stuart Pite. Oops. Hi, I'm Stu Pite. Ha 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 ha. I must be banged out 20 strips and I didn't even break a sweat. I wonder what is in this cut, little box. That's no a box, it's a brick. You dumb moron. Oops, I have been trying to open it all day. Doctor, could I have a new butt? My old one has a crack in it. Cradle, I told you a million times everyone's butt has a crack in it. Oh yeah, I forgot. The great thing about this Cragon the Creating comics is that without the idiots run around my school, I will never run out of the new material. When I got to school today, I took my comics to Miss Ira's office. He's the teacher who runs the school newspapers. But when I went to turn my strips in, I saw that there was a pile of comics from other kids who were trying out for the job. Most of them were pretty bad, so I wasn't too worried about the competition. Girls Rule by Tabitha Coder and Lisa Russell. Don't walk near our lawn table telegram. Yeah, you're not even cut. Ha 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 ha. Girls Rule. Extreme skaters. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do this red jump. You do watch out for that telephone wire. Whatever. Here I go. Here I go. Slice. Out. I sure I'm glad I wore my helmet. One of the comics was called Dumby Teachers, and it was written by this kid named Bill Thridge. Bill is always in the kitchen, so I guess he was a bunch of pick with just about every teacher in the school, including Miss Ira. So I'm not too worried about the chance of the Bills getting eaten. Hey, Mrs. Ira, you pooped your pants again. No stink lines from the poop. There were actually one or two dozen conchs in the bin, but I slipped them under a pile of paperwork on Mr. Era's desk. Hopeful does one want turn up until I'm in high school? Thursday. Today, during morning announcement, I got the news I was hoping for. And the new cartoonist for the school paper is Greg Heffley. The paper came out today at a lunchtime and everyone was reading it. I really wanted to pick up a copy to see my name is print, but I decided to just play it cool for a while instead. I sat at the end of the lunch table so there would be plenty of room for my study signing autographs for my new fans. But nobody was coming over to tell me how great my comic was, and I started to get the feeling something was wrong. I grabbed a paper and went into the bathroom to check out, and when I saw my comic, I practically had a heart attack. Mr. Ira told me he had made some minor edits to my comic. I thought he just meant he fixed spelling mistakes and stuff like that. But he totally butchered it. Butchered it. Butchered it. The comic he running, who, the comic he ruined was one of my favorite ones too. In the original, Craig the Creating is taking a math test, and he accident it, it it's and then the teacher yelled at him for being such a moron. By the time Mr. Rio was done with it, you practically could recognize it was the same strip. Teacher, if x plus 43 equals 89, then what would x be? Gregor, x would be 40, 46. Thanks, kid. If you want to learn more about math, be sure to visit Mr. Humphrey during his office hour or visit the library and check out the newly expanded math and science section. So I'm pretty sure I won't be signed autographs anytime soon. Teacher's pet. Okay, March, March, March,